This tutorial will show you how to set up your music school when using the software for the first time. The first time you open Jasper Line, you'll see the Getting Started panel. It's very important that these items are done in order. We'll start things off by selecting Create New Database. The window prompt will invite you to name the database. We're going to call this New School. Once your database has been created, the default user ID is admin. At this point, no password is needed. Now we'll add our new password, 1234, and again 1234. There we go. Now we're ready to move on. Now we're going to set up the school profile. This is the most important aspect of the whole setup procedure. For the profile, we just add the basic information for your school and the location. The default area code is good because when you put it in, you can use it for just inputting 7-digit phone numbers and it'll add the area code automatically. Billing policies, these are the default settings for when you create the initial bill for a student. You can modify this for each family if necessary. The scheduling policies, teachers' pay, and the taxes, just fill out the fields as directed. Now the administrator, that's the password you put in earlier, you can change at any time. You can also set up staff here. Email and email templates, we'll do those a little bit later. Now we're going to set up the studios. In this context, a studio refers to a teaching room. The software defaults to 3 rooms here. You can rename them by double-clicking each one of them. To create a new studio, click on the asterisk at the bottom. Be creative with your studio names. Call them drum studio, back room, mic studio, whatever you want. Later on in the regular schedule page, you can move the studios around in different orders by clicking and dragging them for different days of the week. Now we're going to set up the school term. In this context, a year or term or semester can be whatever you want it to be. When you hit the Add New Year button, first thing we'll do is give it a title. We're going to call this one January to March 2012. We'll give it a start date here and an end date here. After this, you can add the next term right away, or you can wait till you get close to the next term and then add it there. If you've got 2 or 3 terms within one fiscal year, it's probably a good idea to add them all at this point. Just add new year, and each one happens one at a time. If you have more than one term or semester within a school year, it's a good idea to add them right at the beginning of the year before things even get underway. Now we need to enter the holidays. It's important to input all the holidays for the year or term or semester before any students are billed. This is because holidays will change the billing amount for most students depending on how you set up your billing policies earlier. Setting up your holidays now will also affect the daily schedule. It will prevent lessons from being scheduled on days that your school is closed. Now we're going to enter the teacher's information. This window allows you to enter several teachers quickly using the rapid entry mode. To add a teacher, hit Alt-T on your keyboard, then fill in the applicable fields. You can also paste information copied from another source, one field at a time. For your convenience, you can change the order of the columns by dragging them left and right. Now, for default price, this is the price that the students pay for lessons with this teacher. It can be changed on a case-by-case basis if necessary. The default cost is the amount that you'll pay this teacher for each lesson taught. It can also be changed on a case-by-case basis. For instrument, you can click on the instrument field and choose the instrument that teacher is available to teach. The first instrument you choose is the most important because this will be the default instrument for that teacher. And again, you can add as many instruments as you want. Now, scheduling colors. Choose a background color for this teacher. If you're clever about the color scheme, you can make all the piano teachers various shades of purple and all the guitar teachers various shades of green, however you want to do it. Later on, you can add, view, or edit the teachers directly from the Teacher Maintenance menu by hitting Alt F3. You can also view or edit a teacher from within the regular schedule and daily schedule pages. More on that a little bit later. The teacher's availability is where you tell the software when teachers are available to teach. You can choose your day, choose your studio, drag along the times, pick a teacher, make sure the times are the way you want them, and you're good to go. That's where the teacher will be available to teach. Now you can modify the information by double-clicking the space. You can change the times here however you want. You can even change the teacher, and it'll replace the spot with a different teacher. To delete a teacher spot, just single-click the space, click on Delete Spot, and you're good to go. The one thing is this: if you want to change a teacher with another teacher, don't simply change the teacher's name. It's really important that you change the teacher right here. Double-click, change the teacher, and away you go. If you're using Jasper Line for an existing school with lots of students, this window allows you to enter students quickly using the rapid entry mode. To add a student, hit Alt-S on your keyboard, then fill in all the applicable fields. You can also paste information copied from another source. Now you can see we have one student with everything all filled out. Phone number, address, email, the whole bit. To add a family member to an existing student, click on that student right here, then hit Alt-F. The family's information is now duplicated for the next family member. So now you can add the brother or the sister here, whatever you want, and everything's been duplicated. Now, phone numbers. Once again, you can just add a 7-digit number, and the area code is put in automatically. For email, if you take the time to gather and input your students' email addresses, you'll be very thankful when it comes time to send out mass email notices to all your families. For the email greeting, just type the name of the person you would be addressing by email. Mildred Schmo may prefer Mrs. Schmo rather than Mildred. For the job title, right here, who's the guardian? Parent, step-parent, aunt. Now later on you can add, view, or edit students directly from the student list page. Now your school is completely set up. At this point you're ready to start entering lessons here or by clicking on the regular schedule. Wherever you see a blank spot, you can double click that spot to enter a student. You can also do group classes. Everything you need is right here.